From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. This will be fielded inside the 5, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. Finding Hardman here over the middle. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Rodgers now on first down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man is Uzomah. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, open man here is Conklin. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's football 101, isn't it? Tip your cap to the rookie. He knocked that one away, but he better not relax. They're going to test him all game long.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Jets will take over. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That goes for a gain of 31.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
On play action, now Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So a couple of field goals now. 6-0 our score as the kick's away. Barrios now from his end zone. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They went 3-and-out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On play action, here's Tua. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Tua. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Let's go, boy. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. This is the calm before the storm, baby. Let's go, man. Leave it all out here. Leave it all out here. What's the deal, y'all? Let's go. Let's go. It's time. Hey, come on now. Let's not disappoint. Let's not disappoint. Come on with it, man. Hey, let's go. Me and you, baby. Me and you. Hey, been there, done.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ball again on 2nd down. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Miami's offense set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Tua going to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field.
Waste of time.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
One of the toughest things about playing quarterback is staying in the pocket, all that going on around you, and not letting your eyes go down to where the pass rush is. Instead, keeping them downfield. And that time he did and found his tight end for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Hall again on 2nd down. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now Rodgers, he has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle here to Wilson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are able to extend their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Let's go, let's go. Let's rock and roll, baby. Let's go. Play ball, baby. It's your game, baby. What's up? Come on, let's go. Go, let up. Don't wait on nobody else to make it. You make the play. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Right now. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, plays, y'all. Make plays, man. Hey, let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, boys. It's showtime, baby.
after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Hall to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Hall again on 2nd down. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here comes Berrios. Oh, able to avoid him. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Tua now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd down and 3. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Tua now on 1st down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And that will be incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
It's all like popcorn. Come on, it's all like popcorn. Let's go. Let's go right here.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. This pass out wide to Hall, and he'll be brought down at the 27. And again, it's Rodgers. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Rodgers now on 1st down. He finds Wilson, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rodgers to throw once more. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he bangs it through. It makes it a 17-13 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Here's Tua. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Rodgers. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Berrios. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Play action, now it's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On play action. Now Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Open man here is, and the ball is knocked out. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very solid gain of 27.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. One more time with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Tua. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Hall again on 2nd down. Brought down around the 16 or 17, showing some tough running there. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to the ground with Hall. Dances by him. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 79 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On play action, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
On first down, Mostert stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Good play defensively. It'll be a loss of 1. Second down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Tua now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Tua to throw again. That one complete to Hill. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run right side with Mostert. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 73 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a 1st down.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Mostert hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On play action, now Rodgers. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. On the slant, he's got Hardman. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Paul on a give up the middle. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Paul again on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hall. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. A give running right is Hall. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. There he goes left side. 20, 10, and in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for your kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
what a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.